Hey all, welcome to my channel. Gonna try something new basically. Not try something new, sorry. I mean in regards to beer club time, new beer of the month. I missed July, basically it's really July, August, and I should have gotten in the beginning of July, but I've been busy and such, but one of them, the four cans basically right now, it's called the Rye Me Over Reason. Rye Me Over Reason. That's kind of funny basically. It's a rye pale lager. Of course, it's not opened. Um, it's got a based on what it's the description here. Of course, this is I think I would say 20 ounces, but in any case, yeah, about 20 ounces. And in any case, the description as it says right back in the back of it, basically a crisp with a smooth dry finish, a sessionable pale lager brewed with rye malt for a unique twist. Rye enhances the crisp lager profile. German hops contribute a hint of spice to complement the spicy rye notes. Dry, smooth, and refreshing from start to finish. 1 pint, 4.5 alcohol volume level, 17 IBUs. Of course, brewed in Canada and BJ's Brewhouse, Temple, Texas. Malts. Okay, here, interesting. This one. The ingredients, per se. Malts, two dash row pale, rye, DRC, Cara 45, and acidulated. Hops, Hallertau, Mittelfrüh, German Saaz, and Bravo. All right, I don't know what to say about that, but that's pretty much what I got with that. Of course, this is again through BJ's Brewhouse Beer Club. I mean, it's one of those things where BJ has provided some aspects of what they, I don't want to say what they have provided as of recently, but more so to the point where, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying right there, honestly. I'm just like not sure. Anyways, to the point, opening it up. Again, BJ's Brewhouse. It's interesting. It's a rye lager, pale lager. It, I hate to say this, but this reminds me of Sam Adams Oktoberfest. The taste is somewhat similar. Yeah, quite similar. In any case, if I had to rate it, of course, out of 5 stars, I mean, it does have that dry finish, actually. Hold on. You know what? I'd give it 4 stars. 4 stars. Unfortunately, no taste. It's no smell. Well, that's not a case of no smell. It's more of like my nose can't smell well now. But I could like down this. I honestly, surprisingly enough, this has ride me over. This has ride me over. But I could probably finish this can in like less, like almost like drinking a can of Coke or something like that. Um, yeah. Again, if you were BJ's, if you're in Southern California or West Coast, basically, if you haven't, there's a BJ's restaurants and BJ's restaurant and brew house nearby you. I I'm not keen on the pizza. I'll be honest with you. Nowadays, the pizza is not so great, but I will say this: when you do join the beer club, it does pay for itself in a ways because you get the free Pazuki, free appetizer, whatever the appetizer may be, and of course a free pizza. Now the peach, and of course, 4 cans of 16-ounce beers, as well as a uh, 1.9 pint bottle of another beer as well too that they provide. But in reality is like it sort of pays for itself anyways. I mean, let's think about it this way: if a can is $6 for 4 cans, that's $24 right there, and it's about $35 for the beer club membership. And of course, if you have the beer bottle as well too, that's about maybe $10 at least. So right there, that's $34, and then of course the free Pazuki, which is like $5. In reality, it should be only $5, but they charge 10. And then of course the appetizers, it's about $10 right there too. So like in all, it's about like $50 worth of stuff that you're paying for. And then the pizza itself, going for the most expensive ones, it could be $38 or $39, which right there pays itself at that point. So, and I think BJ's is assuming people don't always go for the um. Well, I will say this: they used to provide beer growlers as well too. Like it's a $4 refills for the beer growler, and the beer growler itself was like a liter, or just over a liter. And I think they were losing money off of that. And they said, "Well, no, there's California law." I think that was a bunch of BS. They were just basically saying, "Oh no," and they were giving you discounts on their other cans of beers, basically. But also, if you do go there enough times, they give you a special glass as well too, or 20-ounce glass, which you can drink out of, whatever their beer is at a discounted rate as well too. But I will say this: um, it would be great if BJ's were to provide a sort of beer club, I guess, not convention, but meetup. And especially for me here in Southern California, it'd be great to see some or meet some fellow BJ Beer Club members, basically, because honestly, it's hard to meet new people per se, unless it's in work or something like that. But if you're like, or you're doing some kind of hobby or a sporting event or something like that, some kind of sporting hobby that you're doing. Like I don't join. Not don't, but I haven't joined a league. It's very hard for me to join a league considering that I work East Coast hours. I mean, yeah, granted I work East Coast hours, but like by when it's 5 or 6 o'clock, I really want to just. Well, honestly, though, sometimes it just goes even past 6 to 7 p.m. anyway. So beer actually does help out every now and then. But I will say this: um, it is worthwhile, I would say, just for the beer alone. It'd be great though if they provided you a mug. I wish I should have brought my mug from New York to show what it looks like. It's pretty impressive, to the point where like I would always pour my beer or Coke or whatever maybe soft drink that I would be drinking from that mug. Basically, I would love drinking out of it. More so to the point where like I would leave it there first. So in New York, there are some beer clubs where you buy a stein, like some German beer gardens, basically, where you can buy a stein and you can put it there and hold it there. But the problem is you're paying for the stein itself, not for the beer. So it's a matter of like, do you really want the stein, and like how often do you go there enough? That's the other question as well too. But I will say this: if bars or pubs, for that matter, really wanted you do have your frequent patrons, but if you want more frequent patrons, they should create these sort of beer clubs or wine club, like these wineries and sort of and such, because it does bring people into it. And I think there's another beer club membership out there somewhere. I forgot the name of the it's another chain, I think. I'm not sure what it was called. I forgot what it was called. I have to look at my videos because I remember mentioning in one of my videos at that point as well too. But I'm still part of BJ's Brewhouse Beer Club because every now and then the pizza is not that bad. I mean, when you're like really hungry, getting a pizza very quickly is not that bad. It's kind of tavern cut, meaning it's almost like deep dish, but it's not. I'd rather have it like New York slices or the New York pizzas. If they could do that, that'd be great, but they don't. But outside of that, like I said, Right now, I'll say this again: 4 out of 5 stars for the ride me over reason. It's definitely ride me over because it's. I initially thought it was tasting like when I first tasted it. It almost tasted like an Oktoberfest from Sam Adams. But in reality is it's like it's a little bit more hoppier, but has a much better finish than an Oktoberfest. Not to say there's anything wrong with Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I mean, that was great beer. That's a great beer to drink out of. I mean, to be honest, when people ask me what's the first beer, it was never PBR or Pabst or Keystone beer. My first beer actually in college or yeah, was really Coors Light. Quite honestly, that was the beer I was introduced to basically, and like it was like I thought that was cheap beer, but in reality, it turned out to be better than the PBR. But you know what? I'm used to the PBR. I mean, like honestly, the Coors Light back then was like maybe $1 a can, so I was like, I could do that. But then again, this is back in New York, back in the days. I'm not telling you how old I am, but you could figure that part when I said a buck a can. Yeah, I could actually finish this very quickly, but I'm not going to. But with that, anyways, let me know your thoughts. If you are a Beer Club member, BJ's Beer Club member, specifically in Southern California, specifically in Orange County, please let me know. We'll love to meet up, and maybe we set up a meetup, BJ's Beer Club meetup type of thing, once a week, once a month. Grab the beer, and meet up at one of the BJ's brewhouse, and just like drink at that point as well too. That'd be great if we could do that. But with that, I'll leave it at that. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have any more questions, I can try to answer them about BJ's Brewhouse and restaurant, specifically about the beer club. I might, maybe, depending, might join a wine club too. So, but it all depends. But with that, I'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts. If you like my channel, like my videos, like my content, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you do like this video or these types of videos of me reviewing BJ's Brewhouse, please hit the like button. And I can actually focus a little bit more on that as well too, because I've been seeing more and more people liking my Formula One reviews, and I might focus on that. But I want to keep it open, so like in general as much as possible, quite honestly, because like I don't want to say I want to be the new Joe Rogan, but it's more so to the point where like just trying to create that atmosphere basically. But with that, I'll leave it at that. And also collaborations, more so to the point where like we can talk and like sort of like a podcast type of thing. That'd be great. But with that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, and of course always unrehearsed. Until next time.